No, they all stop at 9.
Nobody cares about Karate Kid.
I
People act like they care about Karate. Nobody cares about Karate Kid.
I have a question.
What?
I, I thought Lance Reddick died while filming the previous John Wick movie. How is he in this one?
Who?
Lance Reddick.
He's dead. What are you talking about?
Yeah, no, he's apparently in the new John Wick movie.
What?
Oh,
He's
no,
in the cast.
No, that's his last movie.
No, I thought he died while filming the other one, the previous one.
No, I think he died during this filming.
Really?
Oh, I
That's
thought
crazy.
that. Okay, I thought he died in the last one while they were still recording the last one.
March 17th, 2023.
Yeah, I thought he died while he was still filming that one.
When did the...
So when I saw his name, I was a bit confused. Did they use AI again?
So he did die like when the movie came out.
The previous one, yeah.
But
before it came out.
No, he died in 2023. John Wick came out in 2023.
Hold on.
What?
The mic. Hey guys, welcome to the Y'all podcast. My mic arm just came undone. That's pretty funny. What do we do here? What are we doing? Oh, right. This is a variety podcast covering every topic from the exoteric to the esoteric. One of you start us off, I think. Oh, well, who are we? I'm Liam. We got our host Storm and Nathan. They're gonna tell you some cool stuff.
No, this is funny. This is funny.
No, that's funny. You gotta do it the right way.
Is this me? Are you pointing at me?
No, that's you.
No, this is Liam. This is me.
Liam.
No, this is me.
Liam.
No, this is me. You're pointing to me right now.
No, that's Liam.
No, Liam is right there. Liam is right there.
That's not where I am.
See, y'all are right here.
Yeah. You're right there.
Yeah, that's Storm, and that's Liam.
Wait, no,
Right.
I'm Storm.
I think I'm good.
Storm.
You just all right.
Liam.
Were you recording that?
Oh yeah, we're still going.
Awesome. All right.
That's the intro.
But seriously, which one are you gonna start?
You just
saying stuff.
You just did.
Me?
Yeah, you just started. You started us.
No, I mean the topic.
Should we talk about my fantastic $7 purchase?
Okay,
Finally?
let's talk about that, and then let's talk about the big change. That's obviously everybody's seeing.
This is my $7 purchase.
Whoa!
Why?
I bought a sealed Destiny 2 copy.
Awesome.
Why?
Or PC.
That's gonna be worth a lot of money
$7.
one day.
How many times have you bought this game now?
This would be okay. Xbox. Times of the base game.
I want you to know I didn't hear any of that because your mic cut out.
Really?
But
Interesting.
you're recording, so you probably got it.
I don't know.
We'll see.
Four times on the base.
So we'll never know.
We might. Oh well, you won't. Yeah, I will. So I've bought it 4 times. I've bought the game 5 times now with this copy.
5 times.
With this copy 5 times.
You've never bought it on PlayStation, right?
Yeah, I have.
You have? What?
Uh-huh.
So if they came out with it on like the Switch, would you buy it?
I would have to buy a Switch.
They're not going to come out with it on Switch.
No,
they're not going to.
I would have to. They put Cyberpunk on there. I don't know. Anything's possible.
I would have to buy a Switch first, and I don't want to do that.
I was at Target. I was at Target the other day, and they had a sign on the front door that said, "No, we do not have Switch 2s in stock."
This is a fantastic segue, though. So
Yeah.
this guy's topic.
So, which Switch 2 topic do you want? We'll start with the. In some places, you did not need to pre-order the Switch 2, and in some places in Canada, at some GameStops, when you pre-ordered the Switch, you didn't they didn't give you a time to pick it up. In some places, you could just show up to get it, and the problem with that is anybody could show up.
Oh.
So you didn't have to pre-order it to get one.
Oh.
So
first come, first serve?
No, it's not first come, first serve. Because I think they still hold on to the ones that are pre-ordered. But I only know this because I watched the Small Ant VOD. You know, Small Ant being a Twitch streamer. He lives in Canada, went to a GameStop to go buy the Switch 2. He pre-ordered it. He called a different store because the store he ordered from didn't pick up. Called a different store. They personally called somebody who worked at the store because they weren't picking up the phone. And they told him to come at 10 p.m.
They had
Oh.
none.
No, they had him.
Oh, okay.
But he had to wait
Better than you.
2 hours after being told to go there at 10 p.m.
There's like a line?
Yeah, there was a line.
Ah, yeah.
Because there's a
boy.
line starting like when the store opened for the
I'm
Switch
sure.
2.
Yeah.
And he said that some other like streamer friend that he knows was there at 4 p.m. and didn't get it until he got there at 8 p.m.
This
Oh,
is
wow.
pretty normal though. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
but-
new releases like that.
Yeah,
I don't
that
know
would-
why people are like, oh, I gotta get it day one. I gotta get it day one. Who cares?
See, I bought a Switch 1 day one. I didn't have
Yeah.
any of this issue. Like I
That's-
just walked into GameStop and like, hey, I want this. I'm like, okay.
I
Like,
mean,
I had no issue.
it's pretty common for like big drops to have issue like things like that. Where so like that's. I think
Yeah,
the other topic is more. You don't actually have the one I was thinking of. Never mind.
I mean, you can bring up a topic.
I'm looking at what is the first one? Is that some sort of sexual thing?
Yeah.
No, it's the beginning after the end. The thing we talked about, like
Episode
2.
one. Episode one,
yeah,
actually.
one, yeah.
Right, yeah, throwback. Sea bait.
So
I see the words bait. I'm like, I don't know what's going on here.
so the Switch 2 places were stapling the receipt to the box,
Oh
which-
yeah, I have
which
seen
was
that.
going through and breaking the screen
Oh,
of
damn.
the Switch 2,
Wow.
I have.
which I was
seen
like,
that,
that's
yeah.
hilarious.
Honestly, I would have been mad something like that. I would have been mad that they like damaged the box at all like that.
Right?
What are you
Yeah, why
doing?
they didn't put like a sticker on top or something to like
Yeah.
hold it there?
I don't
know.
want them to do anything to the box.
Don't touch
Yeah.
my
Like,
box.
That's part of the purchase. Something expensive that's part of the purchase.
You know,
Especially
hey-
a lot of people getting it day one, they want that box in nice
Yeah.
condition.
That's what kids always say. Don't touch my box or my no square. You know what I mean?
Like, do they say that to you a lot?
No, not to me, but they just
Not to
say
you.
it.
When do you see them saying this?
Do you not remember saying
Did
that when
you
you
say it a
were
lot?
younger? Yeah,
To who?
everyone. What do you mean?
Everyone?
Yeah.
All right, that's fair.
So my other Switch 2 topic is most of the games that have released on launch, other than the new Mario Kart.
Yeah, I
have
only
just-
know the Mario Kart. What are other games are like the day one releases?
Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Both games that
those
have
are
already
out. I
come
can
out.
play those.
No. They're on 60 frames per second now.
Oh, it's a whole new game. Wow.
Well, it was
But they
capped at
can't
30.
stable it. It's not
Oh, really?
stable, I'm sure.
Oh.
Yeah,
but
it was-
60 FPS in the menu. Game
Did you hear you can take your Switch 2 cartridge of that game and just plug it into your Switch 1?
Really?
it only works on certain ones. The
Oh,
remake
really?
ones are the
Yeah,
only
any of the
ones you can do
remakes.
it.
Yeah.
Huh.
So,
'Cause they're
like
the
the
same
Mario
size.
Kart, you can't do it.
Yeah.
But the other thing with some of the games, they re-released Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So
Yeah.
now the biggest that game had a lot of graphical
Yeah.
I'm
issues.
surprised they didn't coordinate the release with like a new one.
No, because the next Pokemon game is going to be Legends Z or something.
Hmm.
Oh,
And it's like a new series they're doing that came out.
I mean, I'm not
years
really
ago.
familiar with how Nintendo's released. I know for like PlayStation and Xbox, when they release a console, there's usually a pretty long list of like brand new games coming out.
not
just for
on
that
this
console.
one.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So the
So
only
you're getting a bunch of games that you can already play. is
no,
what I'm hearing?
yes, the only brand new
Nintendo.
game that's coming out on launch is Mario Kart.
And let's be fair, that's not really a brand new game.
No,
This
no,
one's
see,
pretty different.
it's
It's still
different.
a Mario Kart.
No, see-
It's open world.
It's
Wait,
different.
what?
This is not.
Yeah, you
it is.
know
It's
this?
open world. You have to
Yeah.
drive to your next race.
That's weird.
But the
That reminds
drive,
me of some of the Lego games have like an open world overworld where you walk to the levels. I think actually all the new ones are like that. Yeah.
but see, the problem with how they're doing it is the drive to the next race is a part of the next race.
What do
You
oh,
only
that
race
sucks.
one lap on the next race.
Oh,
So two
Oh.
laps are driving to the race.
Fridge.
that's bad. That sounds bad.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, it's not good. But in other racing game news, it's not one of my topics, but I'll bring it up. the new Sonic racing game. It's got Hatsune Miku.
Wow.
Oh no.
I'm not surprised with that because on the mobile Sonic racing game, do you know who was in that?
No.
The Yogscast. Yeah. So
That's I
Hatsune
want to get.
Miku, not surprised.
I want to get that big. I want to be so big that we can get into a
You're in
mobile
shitty
game.
Mobile game.
Yeah.
Also, you can't forget Steve from Minecraft will also be in Sonic Racing.
That's cool.
Why?
Joker from Persona 5 will be
Ooh.
in there. And Ichiban Kusaga, which is the new Yakuza franchise guy.
I've been saying for years they need to take the Smash series to other genres. Like, do Super Smash Bros. World, where you're like, you can have like 4 friends, like a Mario World game, but it's like Smash characters. So you've got all sorts of different things going on, or like a racing game, a Super Smash Bros. Part. That would sell like hotcakes.
I don't think they would ever do that.
They wouldn't ever, but it is a good idea. Like getting all the characters. Like people actually don't like the fighting game. Like that's not why people play it.
True.
People play it for the characters and the party aspect. People are like, oh, I play Smash Bros. Because it's a fighting game. They're playing it wrong. It's a
Hey,
party
we know somebody like that.
That's what I was
I
thinking
don't,
about.
not anymore. But
I mean, true. None of us know him anymore.
yeah. What's your next topic?
Storm, do you want to go for another topic?
You want me to go to my topics now?
I mean, I'll keep.
Was that
going.
the end of Nathan's? Or we can switch things around. I don't know who's in here.
Mine are all the top ones.
Yeah, you know my 2, and your 2 are the last ones.
Yours are insane, Storm. Yeah, let's do yours just because I don't think we're actually going to talk about
You're-
this as much as you think it does. It's
You're
ridiculous.
probably right. So, but it falls under my topics, and I found them interesting. Let's talk
Go
about
for it.
the future of central banking and with digital currencies. Are y'all ready for this topic?
No, I think we aren't ready for this. I don't think we're nearly qualified to talk about this, but go for
So-
it. Shoot.
This is not financial advice. Don't
This is
listen to us.
it's
Nor is
nothing
it
like
fortune
that.
telling.
No, we just gotta preface it. They don't
You're
need
not
to listen to
telling
our
the
advice.
future.
Where is my article? Okay.
He's not even ready.
I'm not. I wasn't ready for this. So, central banking obviously has now with cryptocurrency, things are getting weird because cryptocurrency is what people are going to a lot more nowadays because it's not safe, but it seems safe, and people won't like banks. Banks are bad to people. So what is going to happen? Yeah, I don't remember. I actually don't remember what.
What's your opinion?
I think it's interesting.
You think it's interesting?
I think it's interesting.
My
Elaborate.
opinion, that's interesting.
That is
future?
interesting.
Pretty interesting.
Pretty
Some stuff
interesting.
going on there.
So, hold on. There's less of a deflation risk with it because there's always going to be a certain amount. There's a market cap. There's will always be market.
Right.
With a US dollar, they can just print more.
Always
They
do
don't
more, yep.
tend to do it, but when they do, that's when you get deflation. But there will never be deflation with crypto because it only has X amount.
I've always wondered why we don't just do a currency backed by the planet Earth. There's only one.
How would that work? Okay, no, we're gonna deep into this. How would that work, Liam?
I don't know. I don't know anything about monetary theory, so I have no idea.
You know what's really fun? People still think the US dollar is backed by gold. It hasn't
Nobody
been
thinks
backed.
that.
No, yes.
No.
People
Who's?
still do. I've seen a lot of people who
A
it
lot
hasn't
of
been
people
backed
still
by
think
gold
that.
since 1933.
Yeah, people don't know that. Yeah, people don't realize it's been that long. A lot of people that know think it's like a recent thing, but it's been like a long time.
Yeah, but I'm like, I think there will be a point in time where centralized banking will join with crypto, and you can have your banks in Bitcoin. I do think that's going to happen at some point.
Now, how
Because-
does that affect my NFTs?
Fuck NFTs.
But it's like the same thing. It's a
I
crypto.
don't know. I don't look at NFTs. No one talks about
I've
it.
got a thing about that. Leaving the gold standard in 1933, the executive order you're talking about, FDR actually seized all citizens' privately held gold. Like if you had gold, you had to give it to the government.
What? I did
People
not
don't
know
this.
that. I did
People-
not know
executive
that.
Order 6102 FDR. He seized everyone's gold and he paid them US dollars for it.
Well,
Like, he
I
got
would
paid,
assume
like,
of the
the
equivalent.
official price. But yeah, it wasn't like an option like, oh, we'll buy your gold off you. Like, no, they seized it.
Wow, I
Now-
did not
now-
People
know
don't
that.
know this. People don't
Now,
know.
what if
FDR's a bad
you
guy.
had like a secret stash of gold? Would that one gold you got to keep because you stashed it? Would that skyrocket in price?
It's saying they were allowed to keep up to $100, which is nothing.
Well, $100 back then.
$100 back then, yeah, but even then, like if you're somebody hoarding a bunch of gold,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, don't worry, you get to keep $100 of gold coins.
Yeah, it
okay,
would be nothing.
fuck off.
But so the reason, I there was an article actually with talking about it was with Elon. Elon went to where the gold reserve was. I can't remember what it's called. The big
Fort
one,
Knox.
Fort Knox, and they were talking about, was the gold taken? You know,
Yeah,
and they were
right,
talking
yeah.
about
Well, yeah,
it
because
backing the U.S. dollar.
of it in like decades.
Yeah,
of the
so they were talking
inside.
about it as like, oh, that's how we keep our dollar at what it is because of the gold in Fort Knox. Like, no. News article. This was a news channel.
Part of it is that obviously the dollar, it's it's more backed by the U.S. and the gold is an asset of the United States government. So if it turned out they didn't actually have that gold, then it would create a lot of uncertainty in the U.S. So the value would. So it is it's related to the U.S. government's gold, but not the price of gold.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah. But even then, I don't think it would make a big difference if it wasn't there, because listening, someone made a point one time that the U.S. government has people don't really think about the assets it has. Like you got out west, just to begin with, you got all that land out west. It's like in the Western, most of the land's owned by the government. That's all assets. They have huge fleets. That's all assets. They have mothballed fleets, old ships they don't use anymore, just sitting around. That's value. So people don't think about how much. Like realistically, the gold in Fort Knox is probably actually not that much of the total assets of the government.
when you're thinking about, how much a single aircraft carrier is worth, which is
Yeah, exactly.
what? I don't know.
Yeah, look it up.
Aircraft carrier cost.
Not the most recent one. The USS
Thir-
Gerald R. Ford cost. Take a guess.
Well, I've got one, the most expensive one, I guess. Oh yeah, this is the $13 billion.
Yeah, Gerald R. Ford, $13 billion.
So
Ridiculous.
it has cost the Ford class, which is all of them. So the Ford class aircraft has cost $120 billion.
Yeah, wow.
Just in that alone. Don't think the gold that was in Fort Knox was $120 billion worth.
No,
Don't think so.
I don't.
And
How
that's
much-
just a few boats. Just saying. Few boats. I don't
It
even know.
says the estimate is like 273 to 436 billion.
Oh wow.
So it is close to that.
It is close.
And that's just for one line. So that's 120 billion for that one line of aircraft carriers.
Yeah. Which
This is a
I
small
mean,
portion of the entire fleet. So
Yeah.
we should have a boat-backed currency.
boat-backed currencies I'm all
Don't know how
for.
that would work either, but
Don't know.
think about it. Boat-backed
You have
currency.
to have boats.
Yeah.
The US would go for it because it involves boats.
Boat-backed currency, yeah.
Oh.
How
Ugh.
much gold do you think is currently estimated to have been mined
In the whole
in the world so
I have
far?
no idea.
It's not a lot. It's actually a lot less. Than we think.
244,000 metric tons.
Seemed as much as I would have thought.
Yeah, not as much as you would think, because there's
Yeah.
not that much in the planet.
So
Yeah.
We're at we've mined
Maybe it's
that's
so
maybe
rare.
like
Maybe we
70%.
should have a gold-backed currency.
maybe
Yeah.
you know what, I'm liking this idea, Liam. This gold-backed currency you might
Yeah.
be onto something. Yeah. Okay.
All right, are we back to my topics now? Or are
Uh-oh.
we going to Liam's topics? Are we going to
this is
barbershops?
supposed to be a digital currency. I have actually heard a good argument from it, from Sam Hyde. Actually, he talked about he doesn't talk about too much, but he does put money into it. The way he does it, not as like a get rich quick scheme, but as a investing thing, like the same
That's what I
way.
do.
Right, the same way people they put in money into real estate for long term. He argues that is in the future. That's what cryptocurrency is going to be. That's going to be the thing that you put your money into, and that when people fully grasp that, actually, that the price of like housing
Let's see.
and other things that people invest in will actually go down because people won't be using that for they won't have investment properties anymore. They'll just putting it all into crypto.
So let's see. So where I keep my currency, I currently have. I'm not gonna say how much actually. I have a certain amount of money that's bringing me, just because it's in this one crypto, 14% every year of
Oh,
how much
wow.
is in there.
That's pretty good.
Obviously, the issue with it is, it can fluctuate in price. It's actually currently up in the last. Nah, it's actually not that much, only 4%. It looks like a lot, but up 4% right now. Hey, I'm happy.
Yeah.
It's bringing me now more money because I have a certain amount in there.
When I was looking at a CD, like CDs at the bank,
Oh,
you heard of those?
don't do 'em.
Horrible. I was
Don't do 'em.
like, yeah, I was looking at them. It was like $5,000 after 6 months. It was like $15 back. I was like,
Yeah, no. See, so
what is the point?
almost every single.
What is the point, by the way? If I actually don't understand. Like, I was like, why would anybody do this?
Back in the day, they were better. So,
Yeah.
But all the financial people I know, it's not financial advice at all. The people I know that are in the investment world are like, don't do CDs. They're the worst way you can put your money in.
Yeah, I
They
saw
are
a return
the
on it. I was
worst.
like, I would make more money doing an hour at work. Like, what is the point of this?
Yeah.
This is after 6 months. Like, no.
So I have like a trust given to me by my grandmother,
Yeah.
and it made money for like 10 years or so after like she started it. How much money do you think in like the 10-year span that it's been going? How much money do you think that's gotten me?
$32.
How much was in it at the beginning?
It started with $50.
$32. I'm sticking to my gut.
A buck.
No, I'm at $80.
Hey, that's not that
Right
bad.
on.
In 10 years, I've
That's not that
I've
bad. It's
gotten,
$8 a year.
Thanks, Grandma.
Actually,
So-
that one.
and that's the better one. She got another one, which did way worse. I think that one only gave me like $2.
Awesome.
And then I have like it's
That's
not
a
full
16% increase every year. What are you on about?
and then I have a share
not
in a
bad.
Disney stock from her.
One penny
So
stock at a Disney share.
I don't know how much it's
It's-
worth.
I
Disney
highly doubt you
shares
have
are-
a full stock, is what
No,
I'll say.
no, it is a full stock.
Oh, then it's worth it.
But this is it's only like $80. Disney's not very high right now.
Really?
Yeah.
It's $115 right now.
That's not that good.
So high. Not
Uh,
financial advice.
I mean, I'm gonna keep it. I haven't even like signed into that account. It's
My
still
prediction-
out there.
My things that's predicting that it's going to be at $115.78 by the end of the day.
Not financial advice.
See, I need. Oh yeah. It's not my topic again. But Liam, have you heard the new thing coming to Rock and Roller Coaster next year?
I don't
In-
even know what
in
a rock
February?
and roller coaster
At,
is.
at Hollywood Studios?
Oh yeah. What's happening?
So you know how Muppets are leaving?
Yeah, I'm a little bit pissed about that.
Muppets are going to the Rock and Roller Coaster.
What?
Yeah.
So let's see.
So they're getting rid of the Muppet Show and they're throwing them into a
roller coaster.
Yeah, they're getting
Wow.
rid of the band that's already there.
Which is Aerosmith, right?
Yes, they're getting rid of Aerosmith. To put
They're
in the
replacing
Muppets.
Aerosmith for. I'm
Wait,
sorry.
The
what?
Muppets are musical. They are musical.
no, yeah.
movies. They always have been. But
Yes, but
I'm not saying
they're-
like a music themed Muppets ride could do good, but a roller coaster,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
a rock and roller coaster.
Okay,
No, that doesn't make sense.
so this roller coaster, you are actively like getting music blasted into your ears as you're riding this roller coaster.
Right.
You're getting Aerosmith blasted into your ears as you're riding.
And the Muppets tends to be like kind of chill, happy music.
Dude, that's
You
No,
listen
no,
to,
it's not.
um,
It's not the standard Muppet group. It's like the band that Animal was a part of. It's like the metal band.
Oh, that's a totally different
Oh.
thing. Oh, is there a name for that band?
Yes, I forgot the name though.
I
But
don't know.
it's that band.
Well, that changes everything.
Also, I
Muppets.
sent in the podcast. thing-
Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem. That's a totally different situation. Okay, I'm on board now.
It's Facebook.
I'm
I
on
can't do
board
it.
if they have the Monomenons. Are they gonna have the
Oh.
Monomenons?
Probably not.
Damn it.
That's not what that band is about.
Okay, but that's like the funniest bit.
So Storm
That does
can't
involve
look at it.
uh,
I don't think you can
animal.
look at it either, Liam, because it's a Facebook link.
Let's
But
see
I
it- let's
sent
see
it
if
in the
it'll work.
podcast.
Don't log in.
It's
Oh, boy.
It's
yeah,
it's
you can look at it.
it's
Okay, it's working
Kermit
for me
the
too.
Frog talking about how they're moving to Rock and Roller Coaster.
So they're getting rid of like the Muppet Show, though.
Yes, that's like I think the doors have already closed on that, or they're about
That's
to close.
crazy.
That
That's
sucks.
literally like cultural icon.
I guess not.
That's like if they tore down the Washington Monument. Actually, I'm serious. I can't believe they're getting rid of the Muppet Show. This is insane.
No,
Oh my
no,
God.
no.
Welcome to Trump's America, I guess.
Muppets are still around though. At least they didn't get rid of Muppets.
Yeah.
Muppets
They're not
themselves
doing
could've-
much with them.
No, they're not. The only thing
Highly
Muppets have.
underutilized IP.
You want to talk about overutilized IP? One of my topics.
I
Sure.
was gonna say, is the Muppet Show, is the old Muppet Show even on Disney Plus?
I
I
Highly
think
doubt
so.
it.
Oh, I can watch it on Disney Plus.
I
Oh,
think
hell
you
yeah.
can.
I know how I'm spending the rest of my night after this.
watching the Muppets.
Awesome, dude.
But do you think the Jurassic World and Jurassic Park movies just stop making more?
Yes.
No, they're very big with international audiences because it's big monsters. The stories are easy to translate. It'll
That
be
is true.
huge overseas. Huge overseas.
Okay, because
It'll be one of the biggest movies of the year.
Probably.
So, like, what
100
else is coming out?
still my biggest.
There's
gripe
the John
with,
Wick movie, but not
that
John
comes
Wick.
out on Friday.
No,
No,
one
it's already
cares about
out.
the John Wick movies.
Is it
If
already out?
Keanu isn't in
Yeah.
it.
My
All
parents
the
went-
action
saw it.
movies this year, other than the Jurassic Park, nobody cares about and are flopping. The Marvel stuff, nobody's flopping. There's no big sci-fi franchise coming out this year. Jurassic Park will be the biggest movie of the year,
Probably.
easily.
No,
easily
no,
by
hang
by
on.
by quite a significant margin.
Hang on.
Box office.
Why can I not see anything about this movie? It's already come out. Why can't I see anything about it?
Ooh,
Doesn't
it only
exist.
earned $25 million from the 3,409 theaters in the U.S. and Canada. It was tracked to open up to $35 to $40 million.
So,
Wait, overseas will be your biggest.
all right. So you know how I talked about last podcast about the new Karate Kid movie?
Yes.
You know what? It came out like a week ago.
Oh,
or
is
something?
it out?
Yes, it's out. It came out May 30th. It came out last week. So it is already only showing like, I know it's later in the day, but you would think that some of the show times would go past 9 o'clock.
Karate Kid.
I
People act like they care about Karate. Nobody cares about Karate Kid.
I have a question.
What?
I thought Lance Reddick died while filming the previous John Wick movie. How is he in this one?
Who?
Lance Reddick.
He's dead. What are you
He's-
talking about?
Yeah, no, he's apparently in the new John Wick movie.
What?
Oh,
He's
no,
in the
that's
cast.
no, that's his last movie.
No, I thought he died while filming the other one, the previous one.
No, I think he died during this filming.
Really?
Oh, I
That's
thought that.
crazy.
Okay, I thought he died in the last one while they were still recording the last
Um,
one.
March 17th, 2023.
Yeah, I thought he died while he was still filming that one.
When
Hmm.
So-
when did the,
So when I saw his name, I was a bit confused.
They dug
Like,
him
did
up.
they use AI again?
so he did die like when the movie came out.
The previous one, yeah.
Wait,
Before it came out.
No, he died in 2023. John Wick came out in 2023. So the filming production was done the year before.
Yeah, no, but in the
It also
2020.
says- It also says Connor Reeves in this. I thought his character was dead.
Yeah, this is
His
the
character
previous.
said it's a prequel, right?
Yeah.
It's a
Prequel?
movie?
You
But
know,
it's not about him, right?
no, it's about the
No.
ballerina.
Nobody cares. Nobody gives.
I
shit.
think he's kind of just in it.
This will be the worst performing John Wick movie. Obviously, that's
Yeah,
goes
every
without saying.
John Wick movie has gone up in rating on Metacritic, and this one's
Really?
gonna go so far down.
Well, rating is different than the amount of money it's going to make. I mean,
It's done pretty badly.
oh yeah, okay, well,
Yeah.
but yeah, the ratings. I'm looking at the ratings. They don't
What do you think the Rotten Tomato score for the Karate Kid movie is?
58.
71.
Storm, you were incredibly close. It was 57.
Yeah,
I wasn't even looking. That was
that's
pure.
bad. Yeah.
That's about how much you would expect. What do you mean?
I honestly expected worse.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm looking at the movies that just come out to you, and nothing looks good. There's nothing. Nothing's happening.
Okay. How about this movie? This is gonna really put you. You know, you love DC. You're the DC guy. Aztec Batman.
What? That sounds horrible.
Wait, I don't know why I went. That says Bateman. Like Aztec Bateman.
Aztec
That
Bateman.
made more sense to me than Aztec Batman for some reason.
Here you go. Here's the
It
IMDb page.
That doesn't.
It is a movie that I think is coming out next year.
I don't like this, and
Well,
not because of what it is. That doesn't bother me, but because of that he could be called something else. It doesn't have to say Batman.
No. See, they got to ride off the coattails of
And
Batman
it's not going
Ninja.
into theaters, right? This is going to be one of those direct to streaming
I
DC
think so.
animated movies.
I
right?
think it is going to.
Most of those are horrible. I found
see-
something, by the way, that could compete with Jurassic World for most profitable movie of the year. The How to Train Your Dragon movie.
Yes,
Yes.
that
I'm assuming it's
100 that
coming
will
around in the holiday season.
absolutely most likely,
It doesn't
and that
look
will.
like there's going to be any other big movies in the holiday season.
That's
going to
be what wins it. That's
could
what's
go-
probably.
that
Gonna,
might
I
be
could see
top. That
that
might
one
be top.
winning.
No.
Yeah.
See, I gotta. This is the wrong holiday season. You know, this comes out soon. New movie coming out soon, July 11th. You ready for it?
What?
Oh, happy.
Bambi: The Reckoning.
Oh, that's not the one I was thinking.
What? And I'm assuming it's a horror movie.
It's a Bambi horror movie because Bambi,
That
I think, it's now
is
in
hilarious.
pre-use.
Those sorts of horror. Well, horror movies in general are pretty lame.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. You know
I
what
like
movie I'm
sci-fi
excited
horror,
for?
But other than that, what?
There's a couple movies actually, but Happy Gilmore 2
What? Is
I
that a
forgot they're
horror
making
movie?
that.
coming out July. something.
I forgot they're making that.
And I'm so it's going straight to Netflix, sadly.
Oh.
So it's not gonna be box
I
office.
think Adam Sandler has like a deal with Netflix. He's
Yeah,
done
yeah,
a
I
few
think so.
movies with them.
But it's coming out soon, and
July
it has
25th.
July 25th. I'm so excited for it. I cannot wait to watch it.
They released the official trailer last
Yeah.
week.
It's got Eminem in it. It's got all the big golfers currently.
When you
It's
said
got
Eminem, I
Ben-
thought you meant
it's
like
got
the
Ben
candy. I was
Stiller.
like,
It's
damn,
got Bad Bunny. I don't know who that is, but it's got Bad.
Oh,
Bunny.
it's got Bad Bunny. Oh, cap.
It's a dude.
That's not who I thought it was. I have no idea who that
Name
is.
yourself Bad Bunny.
Dude, it's got Travis Kelsey.
I don't give a shit.
Got Kid Cudi in it too. You got Bryson DeChambeau.
Wow.
It's got John Daly. John Daly's in it.
It's got Sonny Sandler. Okay.
Yeah, his daughter, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's his daughter.
And then the other movie, I can't remember what it's called. It's
This is horrible. I'm looking at the trailer for Happy Gilmore 2. This is horrible.
yeah, it's it's Happy Gilmore. What are you on about?
It's an Adam Sandler movie. What are you talking about? They're all trashy, but they're all so good.
I think the only movie I'm going to see in theaters this year is Superman.
That's I don't know if I want to see that or not. I think I
I'm
might just
100%
wait.
gonna see it.
Oh, speaking of Superman, you know what I found out about the Superman and Lois show recently?
What?
So that show wasn't going to exist initially. The guy who played
Really?
Superman in that show, because he played Superman and Supergirl for 2
Oh, really?
episodes. He was
Oh.
only hired for 2 episodes. Then he ended up coming back for the end of that season, for whatever season he was in. Then he came back again later when they did the big crossover thing for the Justice League stuff in the CW verse.
Yeah.
And then he got his own show afterward.
Oh, cool.
So he was only hired for 2, and he made seasons of his own show, which honestly was a pretty good Superman show. The later seasons not as good, but it was pretty good overall.
Darn it, I don't remember what it's called. There's another movie I'm excited for.
Which Superman and Lois show are you talking about? There's like 3 or 4.
It should be the only CW one.
You're talking about that one. Okay. No, I can't get anything.
Superman and Lois 2021. But it's a very different Superman story because it's like spoilers if anyone cares to watch it.
Nobody cares.
But it is Superman's mom dies and he moves back to Smallville. And then his kids discover they have power. Well, his one
yes,
son,
actually, I do know what that is. I've seen like little clips of it, I think.
so his one son learns like he gets powers, and then somewhere down the line, Superman loses his alien heart.
He just becomes a dude.
He gets a human heart. He's still Kryptonian cells, but a human heart.
He just
So he
becomes a dude.
dies-
He just acts like a dude in the movie. It's pretty good.
So
Or the
he-
show.
So he
You
loses
get-
power because the only thing his body has changed is his heart.
Yeah, and he starts losing his powers because he starts aging like a human.
This
This
is
is
all
like-
over the course of like a really long and horrible set.
No, that's just the last season.
Right, but it's still a long and horrible set. How many seasons is it?
4.
Okay, that's
The
concise,
first season was
relatively.
pretty good because it's like a typical Superman show. The second season was kind of weird because they added like his brother was like the enemy or something. And
No, he had a
then
brother. Who's his
Dark,
brother?
dark Superman, of course.
no,
His
I-
brother, not his cousin, not an uncle. How does he have a brother? I've
Um,
never heard of Superman having a brother. I've heard lots of other relatives, never a brother. Cousins, uncles, whatever. Maybe not uncles. I don't know. Cousins for sure. Other Kryptonians.
Oh, so I know. I
Brother?
remember what it was. So, Superman's mom used to be with some other guy in Krypton, who is his brother's like father. But she went to go be with Superman's dad, Kal-El, or not Kal-El, Jor-El, and they had a
Uh-huh.
kid. So that's his half brother.
That was his half brother. Well, thank God we got that.
They
cleared
did
up.
no.
I
They made
thought-
that whole plot point in season 2.
In,
That's a
in the
whole
one
plot
movie
point.
I've seen, I thought his planet blew up.
It did.
This doesn't make sense. His
No,
planet's
see-
gone.
They're all supposed to be dead.
They're all
No,
dead.
There's like 4. And that's including the dog.
Look,
It's including
there's
the
only
dog, there's
one real
4.
one, and that's the one that Neil deGrasse Tyson is in. That's the only real universe.
No,
What is that?
you're wrong. The only real one is Nick Cage.
Did you?
I don't know what any. I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about now.
Nick Cage Superman?
Oh, right, for that dumb movie. Yeah.
There was Neil deGrasse Tyson is in one of the Superman movies. You know?
Which one?
Oh, no.
I don't know either.
I'm gonna look it up.
Are
Did
you
he
sure
get-
about that?
Yes, because like they go to like the observatory where he currently works to watch his planet explode.
This is one of the shows.
No,
right?
no. He wasn't in a movie. He was in a comic book.
Oh, it was in the comic book. I apologize.
That's cringe.
He's literally written in the comic book helping Superman.
That's the only real
Remember-
universe.
This is on Reddit. Remember the time Neil deGrasse Tyson helped Superman to get a glimpse of Krypton
As
from a
it
comic
blows
from
up.
2011?
Oh.
I think
Yeah.
we've already talked about old Neil. Don't care for him.
Yeah, that was episode
That's
1.
why I brought him up.
I don't want to talk about him. Well, I've said what I got to say.
All right, so you hear about the tragic passing of John Redcorn?
I
hear
did.
that. Yes,
I
Do
did.
you know why
Good
he
stuff.
died?
he got shot.
Well, he got shot, but do you know why his neighbor shot him?
It was
Fucking his
something-
wife.
No, so
No,
they
mm-mm.
they kept no. That's only in King of the Hill. Okay, only. But also, fun fact: both the people who fucked that woman in the show are both dead, because Dale's also dead.
Yeah, that's true.
So John Redcorn
Gross.
is if you did, I forgot his actual name. I should probably look that up.
Yeah, you probably should. Probably should just be calling him
Oh,
his
yeah.
character's name.
Why not?
Um,
Go for it.
what's his? There we go. Was it Jonathan Joss or Victor Aaron who died? Because there's 2 people who voiced John.
Wait, there's
Redcorn.
two?
Oh, really?
I didn't know
think it
that.
was Jonathan. That seems like what I've heard.
So
I think it was Victor.
no, Victor died in 1996.
Okay, well then it was the other one.
Jonathan Joss.
So why did he get shot?
He's gay.
Yeah.
So
Right. Why did he get shot?
no, that's actually why.
That's the actual
He's
reason.
being gay.
No, he just is gay. He was
So
gay,
his
so they killed
neighbors
him.
are like, yeah, his neighbors have like for months been tormenting him.
Which is wild to do, by
They
the way.
they decapitated his dog and left it on his porch. Like they did some like really fucked up shit. They set his house on fire. And so he moved. The only reason he was back at that house is he was grabbing something that was left over after the fire. He moved at that point. He didn't live there anymore. And they shot him. And that's it.
What was
Story's
the
over.
reason they said?
With the people who shot
The
him.
people who shot him.
Yeah.
They probably not had their day in court yet.
Yeah.
Why are we believing one side here? You say, "Oh no, I did nothing wrong." Everybody's gonna say they did nothing wrong.
But he did get shot and killed.
He
That
did
part
get
is
shot. We know
true.
that. That's all we know. That's
No,
actually the only fact we know.
we know he got shot and killed, and we know for a fact his neighbors hated him and did
We
all
don't
this
know
stuff.
that.
It's
We
documented that
do
his
not
neighbors did all
actually know
this.
that for certain.
No, it is.
It's
It's
a
documented.
rumor. It's a
No,
rumor.
it's documented. It's
Documented
documented
how?
that his
In
neighbors
court?
set his house on fire.
It's okay. They said his house, and we don't know why. I'm just saying, but there's a difference between like rumor and fact. This is not fact. This is a rumor. It might be a good rumor, it might be a strong rumor, but it's not fact.
I'm dying.
Well, do it somewhere else.
I wish I could, but I'm here to record the podcast.
Sometimes don't you just wish you're a little dog and you crawl under a porch and die?
So
Because it relates to this afternoon when we were just talking and like everything
About
I said.
killing dogs.
Every time I
that's
said
one of my
something,
favorite
you killed your
topics.
dog?
oh Liam, I got the article for you. You ready?
Okay.
Jonathan Joss's husband says it was a homophobic hate crime.
I think he has a little bit of bias
But
there.
no,
Yeah.
but the police say there's no evidence.
Well, there we go.
Because the police
would
are
say
also
that 'cause they're
homophobic.
not- that's not their place to say. It's got to be brought up in court.
No,
Which it will
Liam.
be.
The police are also homophobic. For legal reasons, that is a joke.
I love cops and democracy and the nation of Israel, just so everybody's clear. Unless you don't like those things, then I agree with you.
I agree with whatever you agree with. I really shouldn't say that.
Nope.
My
you should not
opinions
say
are the
that.
same as yours and the
Unless
State
they're bad.
Department of the United States government.
All right, so you ready for Liam's favorite game coming out next year?
What is this going to be about?
A date everything game.
What's that mean?
I can't wait to date my light.
You can date your light fixture, Liam.
What is this?
So
Can I
the
date a
premise-
line?
It's a dating sim.
Can I date a line?
Probably
So would it be Dateline?
no. So Liam, the premise of the game is you get glasses because you're a loner at your house. You never leave your house. So you get glasses, and if you look at something like your door, it becomes a human that you can start flirting with.
Is this like scripted or is it like a
AI?
sandbox?
It's a dating sim. It's
Look,
It's
I
like,
want.
it's like you can't. It's not like you can literally look at anything and the game will do it. It's like a scripted
no,
thing. I'm
there's
looking
like
at it.
there's like 50 items you
Oh,
can
this
look
is
at
like
in your
Tumblr
house.
art. I'm looking at it. This is like Tumblr art. This
Yeah.
looks really cringe.
Truly a
This looks
surprise.
really gross.
Date
Yikes.
anything game.
The
No, it's
person,
everything.
the
Date
art,
everything.
I can tell from looking at the art from this game that the person who made it has some sort of mental illness. Most likely
Jesus.
multiple. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're
Oh
wrong.
no, it comes out this
I'm
year.
not.
Okay.
Dude, there's
So
a chicken.
there's over 100 dateable characters. And remember, they're all from your house.
Is this Team 17 published? What?
Wait, hold on. Why do I know that name?
They make Hell Let Loose, Overcooked, Marauders, and the Worms games.
What? This
That's
is
why I
they're
know
making
that
this?
name.
This is what they're going to?
And
well, they're
now,
publishing it. They're publishers.
And
Still,
now
it doesn't
we're
matter.
getting to
Still,
add
yeah,
we're getting to add date
Everything.
everything to that
mental
list.
illness.
No, see,
Sex
you don't want to
game.
date Keith, your key.
No.
What about Jean Lou, your toilet?
Which character is she? I'm looking at the picture. Oh well, okay. I'm looking at the art that has all the characters. I wouldn't want to be in a room with any of these people. They look obnoxious.
I don't like how they're dressed. I think that's my biggest complaint right now.
They're supposed to be
if these
dressed like
people
the
were
appliances
real
they are.
and I was the head of ICE, I would deport them all.
Jesus,
I do it
Liam.
illegally too. Even if they are citizens, I'd like do some sort of dirty business and deport them. I'd deport them to like Liberia or some shit. Make sure they get cannibalized.
No, I love this. I love this. You can date prissy, parentheses, fake plants.
Fake plants? Cool. She's getting deported.
Can you deport inanimate objects?
Liam, you know that?
If you turn them into
But only-
weird little sexual fantasies.
Oh, but
that
no.
become alive.
Now only you would be seeing them like that because
Well,
of the
this scenario,
glasses.
I'm also in charge of ICE, so yeah. I can
Yeah,
do it.
but it's your household appliances.
So this really is just about a person being like
Really
sexually
horny?
depraved and mentally ill.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure from the art you can see, Liam. Do you see the big yellow one?
The
do.
chicken?
No, that's a
The
rubber duck.
sexually ambiguous yellow chicken.
That's a rubber duck.
No,
Why
it's not,
would
it's chicken?
No,
It's a chicken.
it's a rubber duck.
It's a rubber chicken. It's one of
No.
those squeaky rubber chickens. It's not a rubber duck.
No,
Ducks
no.
do not have those things on their head. That's
No,
it.
you're right. But according to this wiki sheet,
They're calling it a duck.
it's a rubber duck found in your
Amazing.
upstairs bathroom.
Awesome. So the developer's also a moron. They don't know the difference between a duck and a chicken.
Hey, you can date
That's cool.
river, which is water.
That's the only one. Dude, Dishy? Never mind, dude. Dishy's the one for me. Holy moly.
What about text box Chan? You can date the text box of the game.
This is just ridiculous.
Oh, I did see that one.
Hey, how about Wallace? He's a wall.
Ah, yes.
Horrible.
Yes, my favorite item. Nostalgia. The best item.
Yeah. I honestly kind of unironically want to get this game to stream it.
Nightmare
I
is
don't,
one
I
of
don't want to be anywhere near this. I don't want to have to see
Dude,
this ever again.
Nightmare is one of the dateable objects.
It is. It is one of the dateable objects.
Oh boy.
You could date
Alright.
Kurt. He's a curtain.
There's 102 different items.
You can date Chance. You can date your D20.
Dude, you can date microtransactions.
Is that actually one of them?
Yeah, it's 102. And the deluxe edition is also an option as 101. Oh boy.
That game's gonna be so bad.
I mean, 102 options, they can't be good routes.
Watch it be the most in-depth dating sim ever to exist.
Dude, when are we gonna get like an AI driven dating game?
I don't think that.
You have
No,
right now.
they already have that. I get ads
do
for it
right
all
now.
the time.
No, but like an actual game. Those aren't real games. Those are just text boxes.
That's like generating like images and things.
Yeah, like
Well,
I've
the
seen
text
games
box
that do
is
it.
generated
You set that up right now. You'd 100% do that right now.
You could
Yeah, but
100%
when are
do
we
that
gonna
right now.
get one? Like,
As like someone like releasing as like a full package
yeah,
soon.
Well,
TM.
the problem is we're not going to get it because no one would legally own it. Because
No.
no one
Maybe the
owns
images.
AI.
No,
you
you
can't
see-
copyright AI. No one owns it.
but
You
it's
have
not.
to get some sort of license for it.
No, so you use AI in the game, so you would have the game that you own, and then it uses AI. That doesn't matter.
yeah.
You would still own the game.
Yeah.
So that's how whatever that fucking game was got away with it.
Which game?
That shooting game that like did well for like a month and then died off.
So there,
I know what you're
there was one game that did what I'm thinking of, and it was like a detective game where all of so you could say things to all of the NPCs and they would respond to you in a certain way, and so
Yeah.
that as a dating game would seem fantastic. Like,
Yeah,
I-
it's kind of shocking that they haven't done it yet.
Like obviously, like no, oh, every single option is randomized. Well, there's how they respond will be within a parameter, but randomized with AI. I think
The
that would
game
be
I was-
interesting.
The game I was thinking about is the finals, because the announcer for that game is AI. So as certain things happen during the match, the announcer will announce what's actually happening.
That's
Because
pretty
AI
cool.
is actually watching the game.
Yeah, they own the game. They don't. It's just a part of the game. You would still copyright the game.
But that means you could copy their AI.
I don't think so.
They can't
No,
claim
because
AI. You can't legally claim it.
no, you can't claim open source AI. You can
No,
make your own AI and it would be yours.
No, that's not how it works. In the court systems, you can actually look it up. Courts have been in favor, or been in disfavor of people who own, who made their own AI. They're not in favor of that. You can't own AI because it's not a person.
Well, you can't own
either.
people.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No,
here.
it's there's some nuance with it based on how the copyright laws and stuff are worded, and it has to be AI is created by a person, but AI itself, whatever that makes, can't be owned by anything, because AI itself is not the person.
I mean, you can own the algorithm. And
Yeah.
It's just
No.
yes, you can. Yes. it's
Yeah,
code.
you can.
own
Yeah,
code.
sure, you
It's
can
an
own the algorithm,
Yes,
but
you
whatever
own
the
the
algorithm
algorithm.
makes, you can't own.
Nah, no way.
That just doesn't seem right to me. But
No.
I haven't looked into it.
Do I need to send you the really in-depth Doug video about it?
Nope. I don't know who it is. I wouldn't trust a word he says. His authority means nothing to me. Can we talk about barbershops?
Sure.
Yeah, we can.
Storm, do you go? We all go to local barbershops, right? Like not
Nope.
a chain. What? Where do you go?
I go to a stylist.
Okay, but it's not. Is it a chain?
No.
Okay. So
I
you're
go- I
not,
just-
I mean, you're not going to some like sports clips.
No, I go to a girl.
Yeah,
I
you go
won't-
to like a local place.
I
What
won't
if
say her
it's a
name.
stylist?
Technically,
you don't need
her
to dox your stylist.
her technically
I'm not asking for
her
that.
personal name and her business name are different.
That is also
What?
the same with the lady
Your
I
barbershop
see.
your barber has a stage name.
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's
My
funny.
barber has a stage name.
What? What are you talking about?
Well,
She
because
doesn't go by her actual name.
yeah, she goes. She'll
What,
go by
she
something
only
else.
goes by a different name at the barbershop?
Well, no, okay. The reason I know her real name is because she's also the chef where I work's girlfriend.
Okay.
So I know her through that. So I know
Yeah.
her through her real name, but everything on her business is another name.
fake name.
No,
And
that's
Nathan,
kind of
your
the
barber
same
has
with.
a fake name as well.
So she's always gone by her nickname. When
Okay.
she introduces
So it's not.
other
It's
people.
not a barbershop stage name. Like
No,
stylist.
no, but she introduces herself as this name, but
Is it
that's not
very
her
different?
real. It's not her real name.
Oh,
So
mine
it
is
like
yes.
a very different name.
Very different name from me.
Her name is based off her hair color.
Nope, not
uh,
mine.
Blondie, Amber,
No, she Ginger.
Ginger. Okay. I was about to say a bad one that began with a D. It's like I shouldn't say that. Like
no, you
similar to
shouldn't.
Blondie, but it begins with a D. I was like, I caught my tongue. I was like, don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
You
Really?
mentioned a barber that was
That-
nickname.
that-
On the Patreon, it'll stay in, but the
Yeah.
Well,
video
no, he
doesn't.
didn't say it, so it's. I guess
On the
yeah.
Patreon one, I'll record myself saying it and edit it back.
I guess that is another thing we could do if
Yeah, uncensored.
if we do
Raw
get
and uncensored.
enough censored things where it's just an uncensored bit, like
Yeah.
especially if we get an office space.
We all get naked halfway through.
Exactly what I was thinking. Wait, then we would need to be 18 plus.
You shouldn't have changed the Patreon.
I can change it
So,
back.
anyways, point about barbershops. Don't go to sports clips. Support your local barber.
But I prefer
I
sports
do.
clips over my barber.
They raised the prices, and I still go.
Dude, do you want to know how much I pay for my haircut every time I go?
How much?
I pay $70.
I used to
What are
pay
you
80 at the
talking
place
about?
I used to go
Stormy,
to.
you do not have a $70 haircut.
Yeah, because it's a $50 haircut and then tip.
I'm saying it's not a $70 haircut.
No, you're right, but that's
Not
also
right
the place
now,
I
Are you
used-
no.
looking at it?
Not right
Okay,
now. I also
when
haven't.
are you next going to the stylist?
Whenever I feel like it. It'll be in a few months.
Send me a picture the next time you do size. I guarantee it's not $70 haircut.
Probably not.
See,
No,
Probably. So why are you paying that much?
because her haircut spot is right by where I work, so I just walk over and then walk to my car.
Okay, you would save more money driving further to get a cheaper haircut.
Nah,
$70 is insane. Nathan, how
nah.
much
So-
do you pay,
So
including
uh,
tip?
at the old place I went to, which is where I met this lady who cuts my hair now, it was $50 to get a haircut plus a towel to go on your face, a nice warm towel.
You guys are out of your fucking way. You're paying $50
And then-
for a haircut, $70 for a haircut. What are you doing?
Yeah, and
They
then it
don't
was,
cost that
a
much.
nice tip on top of that.
Also $50.
Mine
and I
was
tip
tip.
well.
Mine is $22, and I give a $5 tip.
See,
You
you don't
just-
support your local
Yeah,
barber.
you don't
is what
support
you're
your local
saying.
barber. You just sound like
Who
you go
the
to a
hell
sports
is getting
clip.
a $50 haircut. That's
So,
insane. What are you
no,
talking
see-
about? $50 haircut?
So what I do now is because now she's at a mom and pop shop, and she gets most of her money now. The other shop took a lot of her tips. It was crazy. So now my haircut is like $15 or $20 or something. I just hand her a 40 and call it a day.
Yeah.
A 40? You mean 220s?
No, a 40.
Wait. So you're hitting her a 40?
Yeah.
$40 bill?
No.
No, a 40 ounce.
No, a 40
40
ounce. A 40
That's
ounce.
fine.
A 40. You're getting a deal then, sir.
No, yes,
Mike.
I give her 220s. Imagine paying with a 40.
That would be hilarious. I'm trying to get my girl definitely wouldn't go for that. Well, she might. She's wild.
You should go in there. It's like, hey, I can't afford my thing. What about 240s?
You
She
sort of have
might.
to do a little more, apparently.
She might. No, my haircut's $50, and then I tip her.
Yeah,
20.
I'm saying that's insane. Mine is less than half the price of that.
Yours is my tip.
Yeah.
Yours is also my tip.
You're tipping 50% too.
No, it's less than 50% because it's
Basically-
$25 would be 50.
Okay, you're doing 20?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm tipping
Let's
like
call it
100.
50%.
I'm tipping like 100%.
Yeah, that's also insane.
It's just
I mean-
easier that way.
I
'Cause-
typically it's 22. I pay with two $20 bills, not a 40 ounce, and I get like $10 back or something. So I'm doing like third, basically.
Yeah, see, I like
Which is
supporting my local
generous.
bar. I'm
A third
supporting
is-
my
that
local
is
barber.
generous.
Liam, if we get the office downtown that I was looking at, it's in the same building as my stylist.
Oh my god! I'm still not paying a 70. I'll say, hey, I'll give you 30. I'll give you 30 for it. 70.
Makes my-
Fuck off.
Makes my life a lot easier. I can just walk from the
No,
office.
for $70. No, it's not. No, it's
Walk
not.
from the office
That's
to
3
that.
hours of work. No, it's not.
Wait, Storm,
I'm
then
paying
you could
1
work
hour
from
of work for
the
my
new
haircut. You're
office
paying
instead of your
3.
actual work.
Exactly. That's what I was also thinking.
God.
Be nice.
How much does that cost downtown?
More.
I
It is a
know.
lot more. A lot more.
How big is that office space? Like enough for like an actual an office? Or
It
is
was
it
like
small?
150 square feet.
That's not big at all.
No. Liam was like, we need 1,000 square feet.
Yeah, if we're living there, maybe.
Like, your house is. I told him about his house. He goes, oh, I guess 500 would work.
Yeah, like my house is like 1,300. Like 1,000 square
Okay,
feet
it
for
looks pretty
just an
big from the
office.
outside. Okay,
is-
so I guess 1,000 would be a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not good at square footage.
You
work
pretty
in
much
acres.
wanted a 3-bedroom house, is what you're saying.
The bigger, the better. We were talking about before the podcast. Every man's dream is to have like a 100,000 square foot warehouse.
Yeah. Which is so true. Which do random shit in it. Oh, be
So
nice.
Crazy you
just
wanted.
become dude perfect.
Do they have a warehouse?
They have 2 right now. They just got
Whoa.
so they
Dude, so unfair. They've got 2. Give us
warehouses? We
one.
need to seize the warehouses and distribute them to all the bros.
Too bad. Too bad. Warehouses cost a lot of money.
yeah.
They should
That
be
should be a-
free for. They should give out free warehouses to gangs of men.
Can,
I
can
think
we
we should-
buy?
Imagine
buy-
the economic impact that would happen if every male friend group had their own warehouse to do whatever they wanted.
Dude,
No, we just
So
need to
much
buy
more.
A huge boost to the
We
economy.
need
It
to buy
would.
an airport.
We should
Holy
have bro-backed dollars.
We're gonna have an airport, okay? Each
I
bro gets
think-
its own hangar.
I think we should have a Patreon goal of
Buy
buying
us
a
an
warehouse.
airport. No,
Buying
buy
a
us an
warehouse.
airport.
You're not allowed to visit, but it's for us.
It's for us. It'll help us.
Thanks for the warehouse.
Thanks for
Is
the
it a
warehouse.
warehouse? Is it a warehouse we could also live in?
Technically, no. You're not allowed to live in warehouses because it's how
No,
they're
no.
zoned.
You just have to rezone it.
No. You just can't. You can. There's nothing wrong with doing all the facets of living. You just legally can't have it as your
Primary.
Residence.
living as your residential address. Your
But
residence.
you could also get it rezoned and make it residential.
But
That's
then-
generally a poor idea. You don't want to ever
Yeah.
rezone industrial or commercial to residential. It's
'Cause
horrible.
Tax
Horrible.
reasons as well. I'm fairly sure residential is taxed at a higher rate than industrial.
I'm not sure, but basically if the land's worth less, it'll be worth less as the residential, so you would basically destroy your investment. Because you can't go residential back into commercial. You can go commercial to residential. You shouldn't. But going residential to commercial, basically impossible.
Just make it into
No,
two
most
lots of
zoning boards are
land.
never gonna
Just
approve
just
that.
make it into
Never
two
gonna
lots of land, and then make that smaller land into your residential area.
happen.
That's my
I
primary
still call it a
home.
bad investment, but
My
hypothetical.
primary
Not
home right
financial
there.
advice. Yeah, but
Primary 20 square foot house.
so some
Oh.
people sheds to live in.
Yeah. That's what we should do. We should make the primary the little shed outside the warehouse where we
Mm.
actually live in the warehouse.
There you go.
Dude, I saw a when I was driving down to St. Augustine, I saw a 120,000 square foot mall that was for sale.
Ooh.
I went, that looks cool to buy. Because imagine
I would
having
live it. I would
With
imagine
malls,
having a-
the maintenance is horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible maintenance.
Yeah, but
Right.
all we have to do
Worse
is
than,
buy.
worse than a warehouse because the warehouse
Oh, I
is
know.
a simple build.
oh I
The
know, but
mall would be a nightmare.
No,
but I
see,
saw
you
that
just
that would be
just
funny.
section
Would be
off the
cool.
mall and only care about the one section you're in.
But then the rest of your massive investment is just going to ruin.
Useless.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's gonna.
my first thought was something like an airsoft field, like at an abandoned
That would be
warehouse,
cool.
and just sell
Mhm.
tickets to it,
Yeah.
and then boom. 'Cause we don't
what
have-
we could- that's what we could use that big grassy area
Oh
behind
my
the
god,
warehouse.
you're 100% right.
Start a
Build
food bowl,
build like
please.
a fucking full on just CQB place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be wild. And we have a warehouse for it too. It's we can have stuff to
It's
sell
plenty of
there.
parking.
No, there's no parking.
Plenty of
There's no
parking.
No parking. You have to
Parking.
walk.
From where?
I don't know.
The
They
airport?
have to figure that out. But they
The
have to
I
airport.
think we can let them park. I think we let them park.
Walk. No, we let them park at the airport.
Hmm.
Was that
We
or a
have to walk
music
around.
venue? That was the other option.
Yeah,
How
but
much is the music venue?
who could we afford to come?
No one. Small people.
Oh, sorry. What is small? I thought you meant midgets.
That's exactly
As a
what I
music
meant,
venue,
Liam.
We only have little people musicians.
The stage is purposely built for small people.
It's to scale.
Oh, makes you feel like a regular person. Oh no.
Does that mean we all have to stand back 30 feet? they get the
we're,
right
not,
depth.
we're not allowed to be there when they're putting on a show.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
They
only for
hire
small
all
people.
little employees.
Oh my god. I don't know if you're allowed to do that, honestly.
No, you're not.
I don't think you'd be allowed to. Could be wrong. I'm dying.
No. See, we make it for handicapped people. We cater to them.
That's not how worse, I think.
No,
think.
we're being
I thought we
inclusive.
already were making it for handicapped people. Do they get handicapped? They should get handicapped.
I'm
I
sure
think
they do.
I think
I don't
some
think they
of
do,
them
but they should get handicap
Dude,
tags.
I think it depends on their height and something else.
Hmm.
But I think some of them do.
How gangly they are.
Do you I mean, just think about the handicap parking they would get. I mean, less time. I mean, think about how much more
should
time they have to
their
walk.
own- They should have their own smaller spots. They should get smaller cars too.
No, most of the ones I've seen actually
Drive
drive
around
really
go-karts.
big pickups.
Yeah, I've seen that too. I'm like, why?
Obviously compensating. They would never say it, obviously. You're 2 feet tall. You're driving a F450 Super Duty.
No,
Oh,
it's
no, I'm not
1500, my guy. It's 1500 Super.
F6 million Super Duty.
It's
I'm not
actually
compensating.
they're driving the big rig. All right.
Put a guy in a big
Dude,
rig.
that's like a massive home for them.
Yeah, it's like a luxury apartment.
It's probably closer to a studio apartment, but still.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Liam, you want to talk about your topics?
Not really. There's riots going on.
Not really. You
There's
want to
not
just
like
end it?
this- the usual, staged summer riots during a Republican presidency. National Guard called in, put them down.
Oh, they're
Same old.
apparently the mayor is going to sue for sending the National Guard.
Yeah, California's suing the administration for sending the National Guard. I did have a point. The National Guard is under the control of federal government. They're allowed to send them in.
Yeah.
Not the first time they've done it. Happens all the time.
Yeah.
Nothing unusual about them sending him in for a riot.
Nope.
So them suing them is just
It's
just
not
a
going to do
stage thing.
anything.
It's bullshit. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no. What's going to happen is they're just going to like, okay, we won't send anybody to help you ever again.
Right, yeah, there would be funny consequences, like if they actually won the case, like it would take the National Guard like out of the president's hands, which
No. They're gonna
which
leave
like
it in
they
the...
would like now, but when they get their guy back in, they would not be happy about that.
No. They're gonna take it out of California's hands. They won't ever get National Guard again.
Be so...
Well, no, the California's suing the president for
No,
sending
I
them
know.
in. So they won the court case.
No.
The president wouldn't be
They're
able
not going to win the court case. The
It'd be
president's
back,
just not
it'd
going
be
to
back
help
in
them.
California's hands. So California would control the guard, not the president.
I don't think it's going to.
It's not going to do anything.
It's silly.
Yeah, nothing's gonna happen from it.
Have you seen the guy that's actively posting where ICE agents are staying and like just on Twitter just saying, hey, there's ICE agents at this hotel sitting in this room, just
Yeah, they should
actively
arrest them.
doxing them?
Yeah, that should actually be arrested.
Oh, and so now that someone said where he lives, put out his address, he goes, this is harassment. You can't be doing this. He lives in Houston.
I think hypocritical doxers are probably some of my least favorite people.
Oh my God, hypocritical people in general.
No. See, it's fine unless they get caught, and then it's not fine.
Why?
And he got
probably
caught,
deserves to be
so.
caught. Yeah,
It's
probably had it coming.
it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Just more riots. You want to talk about?
Same old.
You want to talk about your
Alright.
other topic, Liam?
No, that's
Trump and
Storm.
Musk
That's your
fight.
topic.
Yeah, I can talk a little bit about that. So basically, what happened is, Musk was de facto part of the Trump administration, and he publicly criticized the spending bill, and so he got kicked out for that.
No.
Yeah, that's what happened.
No, he was already done with Doge. Doge was only he was only leader of Doge for a set time. That had already ended. He was already removed from Doge. He was no longer part of Doge. He was just still, sitting with the president and all of that.
He's still sitting around saying, but like in people's minds, he's part of the administration. He's in their image. He's part of the administration. If a cabinet head came and said, you know what, I don't like this spending bill that the president is backing, you'd be removed. Like you're part of the administration. You have to have a show of unity. You have to sure you can have disagreements and criticisms behind doors, but if you go out and you start talking to the media like, I don't agree with this, you're gonna get kicked out. That's just how good politics works. You're not gonna allow little subversive guys running around like that.
You don't have to, but you're not going to win re-elections doing
that. You can't control your people. So people.
Well, no. If a governor or whatever goes against their party leader, which is let's say Donald Trump at this point, the governor's not going to get reelected because if most of his voters are going to be for Trump and they're like, hey, you're going against Trump, we're not going to vote for you. So it's highly just don't go against your party leader unless it's something really dumb. That's the only time.
It's funny now, I think Elon Musk is now the most hated man in America.
He's hated by everyone.
Nobody likes him.
No. Here's the thing, though. Now that he's against Donald Trump, the left are going to like him again.
I don't think so.
They're gonna regret keying all those Teslas.
Pretty decent. The left, I think, tends to have a better memory than the right. They're not going to let him back in. Be happy.
No, I love it. I just love it because I've been on Twitter watching it, and just it starts with him going, he's on the Epstein file. And so Donald Trump's reaction is, we're cutting all of his spending for the space shit. which was his reaction to that. I'm like, that seems like a reasonable escalation, honestly.
So accusing somebody of
so
that.
does
And
that
that's
mean-
already been known. Like,
Yeah, no, I'm like, that's like already known.
Like, it's
like,
not even a weak comeback.
So does that mean that this is when Bridget Mendler's space company is going to skyrocket?
Who's Bridget Mendler?
Disney Channel star turned lawyer turned space guru.
What?
Too many space gurus. I'm just glad that the tech bros are out of the Trump administration. Good riddance.
I agree,
They are
honestly.
They're out. Get them out of there.
But
They're not real. They're not even
it's-
like from a party position. They weren't ever real conservative. They were just sort of latching on.
oh
just
no,
'cause that was the moment.
Elon Musk was never like he was only
Yeah.
there for his own benefits. That's what people don't understand.
Absolutely.
Like
it's funny, like how quickly he like pissed that away, like just by being like not mature
Well,
enough, I
have-
guess. To, like,
have you read like what's happening in the big spending bill? Like what all it's
no,
doing?
I've not actually looked at it in detail.
I
It's been a lot of
like
money.
I would like I saw like I read like the top 50 like things that it's doing, and I would agree with probably a third, or no, I would disagree with like a third of them of the top 50. I'm like, I don't understand these ones. I can't remember them off the top of my head. I'm like, I don't understand why we would be doing this. Well, everything else, I'm like, yeah, this seems okay. Yeah, it's gonna add apparently like $30 trillion to our debt. I think no, 3 trillion. I apologize.
Okay.
I had an extra zero there. Oops.
No, Liam.
Doubled our debt.
To give you an insight in this Bridget Mendler
Yeah,
character.
you please tell me more about Bridget Mendler. Hold on a second, Storm.
Time out,
I
everyone.
need to know a little more about Bridget Mendler.
She's a former Disney star, singer, songwriter.
Where's she started?
What was she in?
Good Luck Charlie. That's what she's known for.
Don't know it.
She was in The Wizards of Waverly Place.
I know that one.
She was the main singer in Lemonade Mouth, the Disney movie.
What? No idea what that is.
She was in Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Pretty hot.
Wait, which one?
Storm,
Oh,
would you
right.
hang off the back of that?
I gotta look.
She-
A chipmunk?
I don't know.
Lisa,
Liam?
would you hang off the back of that?
I didn't hear what you said.
Would you hang off the back of that?
Bridget Mendler?
Yeah.
No.
What?
I
Why?
hate blondes. I don't like blondes.
She's not a natural blonde.
No, she's redhead.
I don't
It
think
doesn't
she's
matter.
actually. She's not natural. She's obviously had her obvious.
If you dye your
brown.
hair blonde, it's even worse.
I don't think it even is blonde right now. Okay, would you if she let her hair go to her natural brown, would you hang off the back of that?
No, she's not very pretty either.
You're out of your fucking mind.
I think yes is my answer.
Those are top tier dimples.
I don't,
Very true.
dimples don't do anything
Yeah.
for me.
It's okay. You're allowed to be homosexual. It's 2025.
Jesus Christ.
That's okay.
No. See, it's all about Selena Gomez. You know, that's
Oh
the
my
only
God.
Disney star I care about.
Okay,
All right,
let me
Pete
pull
guy.
this up.
This has just devolved, hasn't it? Now we're just looking up women.
No, we're looking up
Her
old
face
Disney
is horrible,
stars.
Nathan. Are you kidding me?
Are you looking at her
It's
now?
filled to. Yeah, of course I'm looking at her now. You're
She has
gonna
lupus.
take a
She
time
has-
machine. You're gonna hang
she
off
has-
the back of that 20 years ago. What are you talking about?
Don't do that one, Nathan.
How old is she now? She's in her 30s, right?
She's 32. So let's not go back 12 years or 20 years, please.
I don't know when she was a star.
Early 2000s
Early
on Disney.
2000s.
She was Cat in the other one, right?
What?
Wasn't she?
No.
Oh.
And Sam and Cat? That was Ariana Grande.
Oh, same person.
No.
Are they not?
No.
I thought they were.
I've seen better looking Latino women working on construction sites.
You would have had a better job, Storm, if you said Demi Lovato.
Who's that?
Another Disney star. She went on a cocaine kick. She was the Camp Rock girl with the Jonas
fantastic.
Brothers.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who the Jonas Brothers are?
No. I'm an old man. Officially
They're
getting
an
older.
old band.
Yeah. But I also don't listen to boy bands unless it's NSYNC, okay?
Yeah, Nathan, he's not homosexual. He doesn't listen to boy bands like you.
I like dimples. Dude, you know what Liam's looked like this whole time? I've just realized. You know those like early 2000 movies, like the hacker guy? That's what you
Yeah.
look like. Early
hacker.
2000s hacker movie.
Hacker man.
Or Haster movie.
Easter.
That's what you look like, though. Yeah, that's what it is.
Cool.
You just needed a hoodie.
Don't wear hoodies.
Me either. I'll make a hoodie. Won't wear them.
I love hoodies. I used to hate them, but I love them now.
My issue is like I wear a hoodie if it's like a zip up hoodie, and that's the only one I'll wear.
That's
I'll
not
wear.
a hoodie. That's a jacket.
It has a hood though, so it's a hoodie.
Really?
No. That's a hooded jacket.
Sure.
So a
No,
hoodie.
so no. I used to have this argument with people because I used to wear the zip up ones.
You
and I
know,
was
hoodie
like, yeah,
used to
wearing
not have a hood.
No, it had a hood. and I
No,
was like,
hoodies used to not have hoods.
I don't believe that.
You know what? Actually, Nathan, I agree with you on the hoodie doesn't have a zipper. You're right. If it has a
No,
zipper, it's a
okay.
jacket. You're right. I
Okay.
looked up hoodie, none of them have a zipper.
It's like
It's
when
all
I
pullover. It's all
when I used to
Hoodie
talk about
with
because I
a
used to wear the
zipper.
zip up jackets with the hood, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm wearing a hoodie. He's like, no, you're not. Everyone would like argue with me because it's not a pullover hoodie. But I could also argue
It's called
that's
a zip up hoodie.
or you could call it a hooded jacket.
it is a hooded
It's not
jacket.
hooded. It's a jacket with hood. It's a jacket first, hoodie second.
That's
Not
what
the
I
zipper,
prefer.
It's all hoodie.
That's what I prefer, because I don't like wearing hoods. I don't like things on my head.
Do I need to get my blazer back out? It's a blazer, but it
I
has an
don't like-
insert
I'm-
to put a hoodie in it.
Ooh,
No,
So
those,
it's a-
those always look horrible.
It's
Ooh.
it's a travel blazer.
Doesn't look
nah,
No,
that's what
it
a blazer
has-
is. It's made for
Either
travel.
go blazer or hoodie.
Yeah, but-
The blazer hoodie combination are not good. It's never looked good.
Yeah, but does it come with a neck pillow, a water bottle, a
Okay.
blanket?
What?
This is all in my blazer.
I don't
Why
think this
make
is
it a blazer though?
Yeah.
So it was
The
a
blazer makes it
GoFundMe.
look like you're trying to be professional, but it's obviously not professional wear, so it's just cringe.
So
I'd
I
rather
got
just
it.
be like the hoodie with all. That.
Yeah.
No, that was an option. It was a GoFundMe, but I got it the blazer because I was in Model UN. I was like, I need a blazer, so I just got the blazer version.
Oh my god! Yeah, I think I know exactly what coat you're talking about.
But I took all the
think I've
stuff
seen it.
out of it. It was just the blazer.
Yeah, like I think I own 3 hoodies, and I don't wear any of them ever.
I mean, I own like 5 hoodies, and then I own a bunch of jackets.
So the only time I'll wear a hoodie is if I'm like in a car or I'm traveling. Like if I'm traveling like a long distance where it's something like, okay, I'm gonna be warm. I want to be warm. That's the only time I'll wear one.
Mhm.
I'm like, I don't really want. I'm not gonna get out of the car at all. It's the only time.
Yeah,
So,
I could see that.
Okay, to finish off the podcast, you guys want to talk about T-bait for the last 30 minutes?
It's not a 30-minute
no.
topic. We can talk about it, but it's not a 30-minute.
I
gonna-
was making a joke because I don't want to talk.
I'm gonna T-bait your face.
Whoa!
I'll be very brief with it. I won't go into any detail.
Yeah,
They're still fucking
Any
it
detail?
up. They're still fucking it up. That's all you
Perfect.
need to know.
Fucking it up. Okay, T-bait fucked. All right, got it. All right. Okay, who's gonna do the outro?
this
You
guy right
always
here.
do the outro. What do you
This
mean?
guy right here.
Okay, me. So, all right, guys. That's the end of the show. You can find us anywhere you listen to podcasts.
Oh, we
Except
should
for-
probably have brought up. Did we talk about the Patreon? Like actually,
No,
I should've done that.
Patreon with nothing on it. Don't sign
early
up, there's nothing on
episodes.
it.
Early episodes are coming
Are we
though.
doing early episodes?
Yeah, I'm gonna do early episodes. They'll be out a day early.
A day early. Cool. All right, so we got that on the Patreon. Early episodes. It's, y'all, like it is everywhere.
I'll leave
Alright.
it in the description too.
It's been cool, guys. All right, keep it real. Yeah.